how to begin this video. We are listening to a new Taylor Swift album tonight. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Beth. If you are new here, I'm emotionally a little bit all over the place right now. I am so excited to be reacting to a brand new Taylor Swift album. I have also been avoiding spoilers for this album because honestly, I just want to go into this album knowing as little as possible. What are we gonna get tonight with vigilante shit? I did see a couple of the lyrics that were announced over the billboard or whatever in Times Square. Lana Del Rey is happening tonight. I never thought I'd see the day. The track list for this album is throwing me for a loop because I feel so many different emotions when I look at the track list. The songs that I have been the most curious to hear and that I would say I'm claiming are Mastermind and Vigilante Shit, which does make me wonder if I'm okay. What's so cool about Taylor's music is that she really brings you into the feeling that she's evoking with her songs so wholeheartedly. So the fact that I don't know what emotion I'm about to experience super deeply for the next hour is concerning to me. I'm absolutely obsessed with the concept of this album, partially because I am a night owl and I've always been someone who likes staying up late. I'm obsessed with the fact that this is a concept album in the first place because I love concept albums, but I also think it's so cool that it's about like all the songs that she wrote when she couldn't sleep. And we all know that Taylor writes some insane songs in the middle of the night. Okay, so I have my coffee. It's midnight, so coffee at midnight is never a good idea, especially when I already have insomnia. I cannot process that we're getting this album in 1 minute. Oh my god, okay, it's 12. It's 12. Without further ado, let's get into Lavender Haze. It's gonna be about her love with Joe and how they choose to ignore everything around them and just focus on their love. So I'm so excited for this because I'm not gonna relate to it at all, but I will think it's really cute probably. Did she break Spotify? Oh, okay, here we go. Wait.
Meet me at midnight.
Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Staring at the ceiling with you. Oh, you don't ever say too much.
What the fuck?
You don't really read into my melancholy.
Yeah, I am gonna pause it. It's been 38 seconds. The runs. This is the last thing on earth I was expecting. How is she gonna start it with that production?
I've been under scrutiny. Yeah, oh yeah. You handle it beautifully. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. I feel the lavender haze creeping up on me. So real. The 1950s shit they want from me. I just wanna stay in that lavender haze.
I can get down with this. Okay, I'm genuinely so confused right now because that is the last thing on earth that I expected to hear. Now, obviously, I didn't know anything going into this album. Pretty much no matter what, I knew that there was going to be some element of surprise. But oh my god, I genuinely feel like my brain is going to explode because the lyrics, I'm under scrutiny. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't, something like that. Immediately, we're angry. And we're also in love. We're also in love because she said, I want to stay in that lavender haze. Obviously, her relationship with Joe. She just wants to stay there. She doesn't want anything else getting in. This sound, what is this sound? I really like it. I just don't know what's going on.
All I keep asking is if I'm gonna be your bride.
Okay, I'm replaying that. I don't care. Like, what is that?
Your bride.
The runs at the end of these lines are some of my favorite things I've ever heard on any of her songs. And everyone keeps asking me if I'm gonna be your bride. She's immediately calling out the people who only care about her relationship status.
The only kind of girl they see, is a one night or a wife. But you weren't even listening. Yeah, oh yeah.
The drums are taking me.
I feel the lavender haze creeping up on me.
Same.
I just want
The part where she says lavender haze is so gorgeous and ethereal. And then all of a sudden there's that sound effect in the background and it always throws me.
Talk you talking, go viral. I just need this love spiral. Talk you talking, go viral. I just need this love spiral. Get it off my desk. I feel the haze creeping up on me. So real. The 1950s shit they want from me. Not lavender haze.
How are you gonna start the album with this? I'm obsessed with the sound of this. The production, like there's the drums, and when she comes in with that chorus, that is everything that I needed. She said, talk your talk and go viral. But I just want to be in this love spiral. You know, you can spread the rumors about us, you can talk about our relationship, all you want, but I'm just in this with him, and I just want to stay in this warm, safe place. Ooh, and I think even if you don't relate specifically to her experience, obviously, like most of us have the privilege of privacy. But even if you can't relate specifically to that, maybe you have other wounds, other areas in your life that you can relate this song to. Hopefully we all have at least one person in our lives that we feel this way about. It doesn't have to be in a romantic way, even. But one person that makes us feel like I'm safe, I'm loved. It doesn't matter what everyone else says. It can be made into a universal song, even though it's very rare to have her specific experience. Oh, this is now making me think. So first it made me confused, and now I'm thinking. So, okay, welcome to a Taylor Swift album.
I just wanna stay. I just wanna stay in that lavender haze.
Oh, she did not do that. I kind of want to listen to that one again. Obviously, I'm not. I'm going to move on because if I just stay here listening to Lavender Haze all night, we will never get through this album. But I really want to listen to that one again because I absolutely loved that. I love the sound. I love already the sound that she's going for on this album, if it is going to be cohesive. And I also just love the lyrics. Honestly, like, call them out, sister. Because celebrities deserve more. They deserve privacy. I'm always an advocate for that. Every human being has a right to privacy, and that's my opinion on that. I've been filming for 17 minutes just for this song, so that's great. The next one, Maroon. I'm really, really intrigued by this one. It just feels very mysterious to me. Obviously, if you know Taylor's music, you know she mentions red a lot. Colors in general are just a big, big thing for her. It's not shocking that she would have a song called Maroon. Okay, I'm getting this really heavy sound on this album.
We're cleaning incense off your vinyl shelf cause we lost track of time again. Laughing with my feet in your lap.
She's painting the picture so well, and I'm not surprised because it's Taylor Swift. Obviously, her imagery and her visuals and her storytelling, it's always on point, but cleaning off incense off of your vinyl shelf, like that's so specific. And her voice and the sound of this, I'm just not, does this not have a heavy sound to it? It feels very heavy, like this.
How'd we end up on the floor anyway? Your roommate's cheap ass screw top rosé. I see you every day now.
Oh my god.
The one I was dancing with in New York. No shoes. The burgundy on my t-shirt when you splashed your wine into me, and how the blood rushed into my cheeks so scarlet. Between telephones, it was
Okay. I have chills right now, and they're multiplying. The way that it went into the chorus and it just started flowing, it just flowed one line into the next. It was like a stream of thought almost. The scarlet from my cheeks that were red and my lips were red, and she just kept going one line after the other with no breaks. I love stuff like that so much. And then just the imagery that she's painting is literally so beautiful. Blush in my cheeks, and I can't handle this. She started describing all these things that are red, and then she said it was maroon. She showed rather than told. I mean, she's just a genius. She's a genius. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you.
Fine and hazy, how the hell did we lose sight of us again? Sobbing with your head in your hands. You were standing hollow-eyed in the hallway. Carnations you had thought were roses, that's us.
Carnations you had thought were roses?
The rubies that I gave up, and I lost you. The one I was dancing with looked up at the sky, and it was maroon. The old t-shirt when it splashed, you wanted to me. Awake with your memory over me. That's a real fucking legacy over me.
I kind of want to curl up into a ball and cry for 7 hours. I'm trying to wrap this blanket around me, but it's not going well because I'm sitting on it. But, oh, I cannot do this right now.
So scarlet, it was maroon.
I want to drink this, but I'm scared she's going to do something and make me spit it out.
It was maroon.
Okay. I loved that. That was so stunning. That was so beautifully written. The lyrics, the sound of it as well, I really liked, but especially the lyrics, the chorus, the flow of that. I don't know if it was the pre-chorus or the chorus, but the flow of that, just with how she unfolded that line after line. This was red, that was red, this was red, that was red, it was maroon. That was just everything. This is really already showing just how great of a writer she is, which we already knew, but I'm floored. Okay, the next one's Antihero. Taylor has said that this is one of her favorite songs she's ever written. She has also said that it dives deep into her insecurities. So I'm really excited and nervous and concerned about this one. I'm not, that we're on track 3. It's not looking like it's gonna go very well tonight, but I do feel kind of cozy. I hope you feel cozy. I hope you're having a good night.
I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been 15 seconds. I get older, but I don't get wiser. Midnights become my afternoon. That was written straight for me and my fellow night owls. I'm regularly awake at 3 a.m.
When my depression works the graveyard shift, all of the people I've ghosted stand there in the room.
Who?
I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices. I end up in crisis. Feels all this time. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming. I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
What? I am obsessed with everything about this song. The lyrics of this song are easily some of the most relatable that I've ever heard. It's just so on the nose. It's not even funny.
Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on.
A sexy baby? Did she say she feels like everyone's a sexy baby? Or did I make that up?
I'm a monster on the hill.
Monster on the Hill?
Slowly lurching toward your favorite city, pierced through the heart but never killed.
What?
Did you hear my covert narcissism, like disguises altruism, like some kind of consciousness? All this time, dreaming one day I'll watch as you're leaving.
One day I'll watch as you're leaving. I feel like she's talking about the fans in this case. This whole song feels like I'm not who you think I am. It feels like she's telling us, you don't know me. You don't really know me. I am not this perfect, altruistic person. I have my faults. I have my insecurities. I have things about myself that I don't like. just like all of you. And when you put me on this pedestal, it's not the real me. It's not a realistic version of who I truly am. Bro, I'm genuinely floored by this writing more than I could even say. It's just so perfect. I'm truly wowed in every way by this. She said, "Do you hear my narcissism that I disguise as altruism? Like a congressman." It does feel like she could be insinuating that sometimes she's doing things with the wrong intention, which we all do things with the wrong intention. All of us, every single person on earth has done something with the wrong intention before. But like, I'm relating to this on such a level that I can't explain. And I don't know that that's good, but
Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
it's crazy.
I have this dream, my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She
What?
thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers around and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell.
Oh my God. What is going on right now?
Hi, I'm the problem, it's
Hi.
me. Does everybody agree?
I love this so much. I can't even.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. The problem.
I am dead inside. Oh. That one didn't have to take me out like it did. I have a feeling that that's definitely going to be a fan favorite. If anyone else relates to that song as much as I did, which I know for a fact other people related to that song, that has to be one of her best songs in terms of in terms of how personal it was. I feel like I just saw into her soul and into the real Taylor in a way that I don't think I ever have. That was very self-aware, very vulnerable of her to put out that song. It's actually kind of crazy that she put out that song when you really look at the lyrics of her mentioning that her being altruistic is maybe part of her image at times rather than actually her being altruistic. It's crazy that she not only wrote that song but released it to the public because it's just very vulnerable. I'm just in shock right now at this writing. I also am really, really loving the sound on this album. It just feels pretty perfect. Okay, well, anyway, the next one is Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey and Taylor Swift collabing for the first time. I'm so excited because I absolutely love Lana Del Rey. As far as I'm concerned, she's also one of the best songwriters. Her lyrics, her melodies are so, so strong. Equally as impressive as Taylor as far as I'm concerned. This one is just gonna be a straight poem, is it not? Taylor described this song as when you're falling in love with someone and they're falling in love with you, and it's like that magical moment where you're both falling in love at the same time and you're like, is this really happening? It feels surreal, like seeing snow on a beach. Never have I ever related less to a Taylor Swift concept for a song. Okay.
One night, a few moons ago, I saw flecks of what could have been lights.
Holy shit.
Emotionally abusive, and time can't stop me quite like you did.
I'm not doing I'm not doing too well, and I'm not doing super well. Do you hear the little lilt at the end of the lines? Da da da. Well, obviously you hear that, but Taylor Swift.
Snow at the beach, weird but fucking beautiful. Flying in a dream, stars by the pocketful. It's all around like snow on the beach.
This is beautiful.
Like snow on the beach.
Hey, Lana.
Like snow. I searched Aurora Borealis green. I've never seen. My smile is like I won a contest, and to hide that would be so dishonest. Fake it till you make it, till you do, till it's true. Now it's like snow at the beach.
Okay, I'm confused by a couple of things. Well, I'm not confused by the fact that she just took out the production and then brought it back. I loved that. I'm a bit confused because I'm not confused about this, but I'm wondering if Lana's going to have a verse because as we know, sometimes Taylor loves to feature an artist, but then they don't really get a verse on the song, which is fine. But yeah, I do want a Lana Del Rey verse, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because I haven't even heard the full song yet. So she keeps saying snow at the beach, but the song is called Snow on the Beach. What's that about? I'm freaking out that we have this album.
Tonight feels impossible.
Give Lana a verse or I'm gonna scream. Lana, where are you?
I can't speak, afraid to jinx it. I don't even dare to wish it.
As someone who's superstitious but doesn't want to be superstitious, the fact that she just mentioned, like, I don't want to speak, I'm going to jinx it, is highly relatable. Where's Lana's verse?
But your eyes are flying saucers from another planet. Now I'm all for you like Janet. Can this be a real thing? Can I?
Wait, what?
Can I? Are we falling like snow at the beach? Weird but fucking beautiful. You wanting me tonight feels impossible, but it's coming down.
I hear her, but barely. So a couple of things with that one. I absolutely love the sound of it and the lyrics. Once again, this is just feeling really mature. Feels like some of her best writing so far. As far as Lana, I really, really wanted more Lana. And it felt like she was just kind of the background voice. Once again, we've seen this with other collabs from Taylor as well. And yeah, while I could hear her a little bit, and it did not feel like a feature. I don't know. I know there's a lot that probably goes into why she decided to do that instead of giving her a full verse. So I'm not trying to trash her decision making or anything, but because the vocals had so many effects on them, I feel like I couldn't hear Lana super well in the first place. But yeah, the next one, You're on Your Own, Kid, and this is a track 5. If you're not as familiar with Taylor's music, you might not be aware that the track 5 is always the most personal, vulnerable song on the entire album. So we always are scared as Swifties going into this track 5 song because it's gonna cut. It's gonna cut, and already this album is cutting in terms of the lyrics. So I'm really scared for this one because how are you gonna cut us even more? But this is definitely one of the ones that has been the most intriguing to me. You're on your own, kid. Is someone saying that to her? Is she saying that to someone else? I just have questions about this one. It's a very unique song title, so.
Summer went away, still the yearning stays.
Ow.
He's gonna notice me. It's okay, we're the best of friends.
Friend zone vibes?
I touched my phone as if it's your face. I didn't choose this town.
I touch my phone as if it's your face. What does that even mean? Is that how you touch people's faces? Okay, I'm done.
There's just one who could make me stay.
Stay, stay, stay.
All my days. Fireplace ashes awaited ages to see you. Search the party of better bodies. You're on your own, kid. You always have been.
What? Wait. What? You never cared.
You're on your own, kid. You always have been. I see the great escape. So long, Daisy May.
Whoa. Daisy May. Is this not some of her best storytelling? This is just taking me out lyrically.
I picked the petals, he loves me not. Something different bloomed, writing in my room.
Oh.
I play my songs in the parking lot.
Okay, I love this. She's saying, it's okay that I didn't end up with that guy because my singing career started instead. And that's something that's really important to remember when we go through hard times or something doesn't work out. There's probably another thing that's coming that is the reason that it didn't work out. And it's easier said than done, okay? And most days, I don't believe it myself. But let's try to remind ourselves.
I'll run away from sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes.
Fireplace ashes.
Taxi to take me there. My dreams aren't rare.
My dreams aren't rare. To be honest, I'm a little bit confused with the lyrics on this one. I feel like it's going to take a few more listens to understand all that she's laying down. I like it. I'm just confused a little bit by what she's getting at. I understand that she's talking about... Stop, Mia! My friend just finished the album and I'm on track 5. Cheers. So I understand she didn't get the guy that she wanted. That led to her singing career, but I'm a little bit confused. She's saying you're on your own, kid, to herself, to him.
Fireplace ashes that gave my blood, sweat and tears for this. Hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away.
She mentioned blood again, and she mentioned that in another song, so I already feel like there's blood all around us. I don't know, like, it's really fun to tap my nails. Sorry. ASMR. Okay. She said she put her blood, sweat, and tears into this. She's put everything into this career, you know? I think it's just about her career and how she's proud of what she's made, and all the wrong turns and wrong people in her life led to this point, kind of Invisible String vibes, am I right? And I love that.
Pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take. So make the friendship bracelets. Yeah, you can face this.
Okay,
He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted a bride, I was making my own name.
What? Okay, we're not even gonna get into Midnight Rain. I liked that one too. I just feel like this is already some of her best songwriting. This is giving me Folklore, except for obviously Folklore was tales as old as time, Beauty and the Beast. This is stories of her actual life. There's no folklore here. This is all real. It's crazy actually listening to this after Folklore and Evermore. It, I think, feels 10 times more personal than any album she's written, partially because Folklore and Evermore were songs that were not about her for the most part. At first I thought that that wasn't a favorite, but the more that I listened, the more it really grew on me as far as the sound. I mean, the lyrics took me out immediately. Yeah, she said, take the moment and taste it. Be where you are, because even if it doesn't work out, it will work out. Invisible String, major Invisible String energy from that song, and I love Invisible String. So the next one is Midnight Rain, and I'm already kind of scared of this one, so.
All of me changed like midnight.
It just went swing. It went through my ear, my head. It went from one ear to the other ear through my head.
My town was a wasteland, full of cages, full of fences, pageant queens and big pretenders. My boy was a montage, a slow motion love potion, jumping off things in the ocean. He was sunshine, I was midnight.
He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a lot here. He was sunshine, I was midnight rain, which goes back to her saying that she thought love was red, but then she learned that it was golden. It's golden like sunshine, like daylight, sunshine, daylight, sunshine, daylight. Help me, I'm losing my mind.
I was making my own name, chasing that fame. He stayed the same.
I'm 5 minutes from a mental breakdown.
It came like a postcard.
Do you hear the sound effects going on in this song? Side note, this might be one of my favorites. I love this. This is so cool. I actually really like that sound effect and that weird chorus that's not her. It's some sort of effect. I love that. I also really love... I mean, literally, what is this? I really love this. I just said I love this song like 5 different ways.
So I peered through a window, a deep portal, time travel, all the love we unravel. He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain.
I love that.
He stayed the same, all of me changed like midnight.
He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain.
And he never thinks of me.
I love the sound of this one. This is easily one of my favorites sonically. It's the effects for me. Also, the lyrics on this album. I know this is nothing new because she does this all the time, and this is why she's my favorite, but her imagery, the picture that she is painting is so clear. I feel like I'm watching a movie as I listen to this album because I am seeing every image in my mind. Someone has a theory that at 3 a.m. she's gonna say that it's a visual album. That's gonna be the chaotic announcement. And I actually wouldn't be surprised after hearing this album. Every line is imagery. It would not surprise me. Miss Swift.
Sometimes we all get some kind of haunted, Never think of him, except on midnights like this.
Oh, midnight. We're not gonna do question yet because I have questions about that one. Okay, we're halfway through the album, 6 songs, and I've been filming for an hour. So this is going great. I loved that. That was one of my favorites sonically. And again, I loved the lyrics. I mean, I just cannot get enough of the lyrics on this album. It feels so personal, so visual, so imagery. That wasn't correct English. Yeah, there were so many cool sounds in that song too. It was really trippy. Yeah, it kind of brought me back to Lavender Haze. The next one is Question. I feel like this one is the one that I was the least able to formulate a theory on what I expected the song would be.
Good girl, sad boy, big city, wrong choices. 'Cause I don't remember who I was before you painted all my nights. A color I've searched for since circumstances, miscommunications, and I have to say, by the way, I just may like some explanation.
She's doing the thing that she did earlier as well, just going one word after the other, one phrase after the other with little to no break. I think it's so cool, and it really adds a little something extra.
You ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room?
Okay.
And every single one of your friends was making fun of you.
So that was one of the lyrics that was on one of the billboards. I'm a little bit confused at what's going on. To be honest, this is probably my least favorite sonically so far. It's sounding a bit like the other ones. I probably maybe just need more time with it. This is an extremely cohesive album so far.
Do you wish you could still touch her? It's just a question. Half moon eyes. She was on your mind with some dickhead guy that you saw that night. One drink after another, fucking politics and gender roles, and you're not sure, and I don't know.
This one's also growing on me. This is flowing in such a cool way. When she said, it's just a question, I loved that. And then it immediately flowed into the second verse. The second verse felt even stronger than the first verse. I love that. It just has been flowing ever since then in this really, really cool way. I'm not picking up on what this song is exactly referring to. Obviously something with a relationship. Sounds like a bad relationship, but yeah, in terms of the lyrics, I just feel a bit confused. It feels a little bit abstract, does it not?
Did you ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room?
No.
And every single one of your friends was making fun of you?
No.
What did you do?
This one's growing on me.
In the middle of the night, it's just a question. Does it feel like everything's just like second best after that meteor strike? You're still with her, that's nice. I'm sure that's what's suitable.
Do you hear the bridge? If you know Taylor's music, you know her bridges are just insane. Her bridges always elevate the song to the next level, which is something that I adore, that I need, that I crave.
But tonight, can I ask you a question? So 15 seconds later they were clapping too. Then what did you do? It's just a question.
It's just a question. Oh, and she ended it. Yep. Oh, okay, the next one is Vigilante Shit, and I am not ready. Sonically, that one grew on me so much as I listened. It built in such a cool way. The bridge elevated the song. It just got better and better as it went on. I will say, as far as the lyrics went, I didn't know what she was talking about exactly. I got bits and pieces, but I feel like it's another one that I'm gonna have to unpack after multiple listens. And I thought it was my least favorite until the end of the first chorus. And then after that, I was like, this could be one of my favorites. So that'll be interesting to see where it stacks up in my ranking. But the next one, Vigilante Shit. This is the one that I've been probably the number one most excited to hear. I don't know, there's something wrong with me probably. It's giving me Reputation energy with the title of the song. I'm picturing Big Angry Banger. It'll be interesting to see though, because I feel like this album is not a banger. You know what I mean? It has some bops on it, but it's not a banger. That's not the right word to describe this type of music.
Eyes sharp enough to kill a man.
Woo! Wait. What? Okay, I'm sorry. Who?
Draw the cat, eyes sharp enough to kill a man.
Reputation, hello.
Sometimes I wonder which one will be your last lie.
Ooh.
Looks can kill and I might try. I don't dress for women.
Ooh.
I don't dress for men. I don't start shit, but I can tell you how it ends. Get even.
Karma?
She needed cold hard proof, so I gave her some.
Okay. Is this a Reputation vault track? This is so Reputation to me. The lyrics, the sound a little bit, maybe not entirely, but ooh, so it's not a banger, but it's kind of a...
Picture me thick as thieves with your ex-wife.
Now what's that about? I love this.
She don't start
I'm not gonna lie, some of the production choices are giving me Closure. If you know, you know. The beginning of Closure is just interesting. It's just kind of, it's not that it's bad or anything, it's just very random.
Ladies always rise above. Ladies know what people want. Sweet and kind and fun. Well, he was doing lines
What?
and crossing all of mine.
I saw a review, just one review before I filmed this. I didn't intend to see it, but I saw it. And it said that this is her darkest album. And I am kind of seeing that. Like, she's never mentioned something like a guy doing lines in any of her songs. You know, this is just a different thing.
To the FBI.
FBI?
I'm on my vigilante shit.
Ah, yes.
I've been dressing for revenge.
Ooh. That was similar to what I expected in that it felt very kind of angry and angsty, and yeah, I'm on my vigilante shit. I don't dress for women, I don't dress for men, that type of vibe. But it was definitely different sonically than I expected. It was very one note the entire time. There were no rises and falls in that song, but it still sounded really cool. It had a really cool feel to it. It just was not the angry banger that I was anticipating. So that was interesting. I really liked that one. I did. That was just, yeah, it had this really cool feel to it. Just like a lot of the songs on this album. I really do enjoy the sound of this album. I don't know. It's really cool. The next one is Bejeweled. I feel like it could be similar to Vigilante Shit. Reputation energy. You know, the Look What You Made Me Do music video. That's what I'm getting from this. That's not what
Baby love, I think I've been a little too kind. Walking all over my peace of mind.
I
The
love
shoes
that.
I gave you as a present. Best believe I'm still bejeweled. When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer. I can still say I don't remember.
I love this.
I want the penthouse of your heart. Diamonds, I polish up real nice.
I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with this. This is one of my favorites as well. I just love the sound of this. This is a bop. Also, it kind of has that badass energy of Vigilante Shit.
Baby boy, I think I've been too good of a girl. Got graded on a curve. I think it's time to teach some lessons. I made you my world. Have you heard?
This is also giving me Reputation energy. I've been too good. I need to teach some lessons. It's giving I did something bad. She's kind of going back to that like badass, angry, takes no takes no prisoners. Is that the right word? Probably not.
But I miss sparkling. Best believe I'm still bejeweled. When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer. I polish up real nice.
I love that.
Nice!
Ha! Anyone else just...
But some guy said my aura's moonstone just 'cause he was high. And we dancing all night. What's a girl gonna do? A diamond's gotta shine. Best believe I'm still bejeweled. I can still make the whole place shimmer. What's a girl gonna do? What's a girl gonna do? I polish up nice.
Yes. Ugh. That was one of my favorites. Loved everything about that. The flow. And it felt like badass Taylor. Again, reputation energy. I love that side of Taylor as much as I love all of her sides. Did it not sound like the production matched the song? It sounded like the production itself was shimmering. Like bejeweled. The production was bejeweled, okay? The next one is Labyrinth. We're getting all these one-word song titles that are making me very curious. What? I'm so gone.
It only hurts this much right now.
The falsetto?
The whole time.
What? She keeps doing those little sound effects. She loves to do it. She just loves it.
Breathe in, breathe through, breathe deep, breathe out.
That was another lyric on the Billboard and also a quote from her NYU graduation speech. So when she gave that speech, it was an Easter egg for this lyric because her mind is insane.
You know how scared I am of elevators. If it rises fast,
Yeah.
it can't last.
Wow.
Oh, I'm falling in love. Oh no, I thought the plane was going down. How'd you turn it right around?
This is beautiful.
Lost in the labyrinth of my mind. Break down.
The lyrics switch up there from breathe to break. That was really cool. I feel like she's talking about her mental space more on this album than she ever has. This feels so personal.
You know how much I hate that everybody just expects me to bounce back just like that.
I'm done. This is reminding me of This Is Me Trying, which is one of my favorite songs off Folklore. And it's a deep cut because not a lot of people give it the time of day justice for that song. This is kind of giving me that feel because it's not super production heavy. It's kind of more stripped back. And it's that very slow, wandering feel to it. And I don't always love that, but I am really enjoying it on this song. And obviously I enjoy it on This Is Me Trying.
Oh, I'm falling in love. Oh no,
I love that
I'm
song.
falling in love again. I thought the plane was going down. How'd you turn it right around?
I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love.
Layers. Yeah, I looked up who produced this because I had a feeling that Jack Antonoff was involved, and he certainly was. Again, I didn't do a lot of research before this album dropped because I didn't want to know anything. So I didn't know if she had worked with Jack again, but yeah, I'm not surprised to see that she has. Yeah, he's written all over this. I thought the plane was going down. How'd you turn it right around? I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love again. That is just so beautiful the way she sings it. It feels so intimate. It feels like just her voice is coming through so clearly, and there's not a lot of bells and whistles distracting from the beauty of it. Lordy Lord. It's just stunning. Like, what else am I supposed to freaking say? Taylor Allison Swift. Yeah, what's interesting too is Jack Antonoff has also worked very closely with Lana Del Rey. So it doesn't surprise me that they're all kind of in this triangle, her featuring Lana and then Jack working on the album. You know, you just imagine them all together working on it. I love that for them. It's like a trio made in heaven. I'm gonna start sobbing. That was just beautiful. That was just so stunning. The vocals, it felt so intimate with her voice. There was not a lot of bells and whistles. I mean, there were some bells and there were some whistles. I heard them. I heard the synthesizer that came in, but I don't know. I got This Is Me Trying. I feel like I'm gonna cry. You got me, Taylor, with that one. The next one is Karma. This is the title that a lot of Swifties were speculating was going to be an album title from Taylor, but it was not, at least not yet. You never know. If it's true that she's been teasing this since the Man music video, I don't even know where to start with her. Like, that's just crazy. She's a mastermind. She really is.
Addicted to betrayal, but you're relevant. You're terrified to look down.
Ooh.
It's coming back around. I keep my side of the street clean.
Clean.
Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought.
What? I'm sorry. I have to restart this entire song.
It's coming back around.
This is so on the nose.
You wouldn't know what I mean. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? Karma is a cat purring in my lap cause it loves me.
Karma is a cat purring in my lap. I love that. I have 2 cats and they're my children. So the fact that she mentioned cats, ooh. This one, mark my words. This is gonna be a single. It has single written all over it. It's so on the nose too. Like, it's exactly the song that I pictured it would be. Karma's coming for you. Karma's my girl. Karma's my boy, my boyfriend.
Me and Karma vibe like that. Spider boy.
Me and Karma Spider Boy. Wait, what?
Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and Karma vibe like that. Spider boy.
Is anyone else getting Ariana Grande a little bit? I'm not saying entirely, but there's something in there. Me and Karma vibe like that. That sounds like a lyric that Ariana Grande would write as well. Me and Karma vibe like that. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with the sound of this.
Spider boy, king of thieves. Weave your little webs of opacity. My pennies made your crown.
What? My pennies made your crown? What are these lyrics, Taylor?
I keep my side of the street clean. You wouldn't know what I mean.
I love that.
His Karma is my boyfriend.
I love the chorus.
Purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and Karma vibe like that.
I am obsessed.
I learned from all those years, but I'm still here. Cause Karma is the thunder. Karma's on your scent like a bounty hunter. Karma's gonna track you down. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? Cause it loves me. Me and Karma vibe like that.
This might be my number 1 favorite, at least sonically. This is just a banger. This is just a straight up bop. She had no right writing this song, and I know this is going to be a single. I also wouldn't be surprised if this is the music video that's coming after Anti-Hero. People are saying it's vigilante shit because of the upside down telephones. Okay, so I don't know, but I feel like this is definitely going to have a music video. This has to have a music video, does it not? Why do I feel like I'm powering up to defeat the world? I feel like that song gave me superpowers. That might end up being my number 1 favorite. That was just everything. Like, that was just everything. The next one is Sweet Nothing. This one, I'm curious about. I don't know. I feel like it could be a really sad, romantic song. Like, I whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Or it could be really angry. Like, you gave me nothing. You gave me sweet nothing. We have 2 songs left. Okay, let's take a moment. All right. This is different.
I spy with my little tired eye, tiny as a firefly, a pebble that we picked up last July. Does it ever miss Wicklow sometimes? They said the end is coming, everyone's up to something.
They said the end is near. She said that in Mirrorball, so kind of a parallel lyric there. The end is coming. Why is she always singing about the end coming?
I found myself running onto your sweet nothings. You're in the kitchen humming. All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing.
That's so pretty.
I wrote a poem. You say what a mind.
A saxophone? Was that a saxophone? Of all things. That's okay. This is beautiful.
I found myself running home to your sweet nothings. Outside they're pushing, shoving. All that you ever wanted from me was nothing. Industry disruptors and soul deconstructors and smooth talking hucksters and the voices that implore you should be doing more. I'm just too soft for all of it.
Lyrically, it sounds like this could be similar to Lavender Haze. It sounds like she's talking about like all the voices, all the industry big shots around her are being scumbags, but she goes home to this guy who gets her away from all of that, Joe, and all he ever wanted from her was sweet nothing. He doesn't have these outlandish expectations on her like a lot of other people do. I run home to your sweet nothings. You know, I run home to what you're going to tell me because all these outside voices get so loud, but I just want to know what you say about me. She's so in love with Joe, and we should all be so grateful to hear about it. I want a relationship like this. Is that too much to ask? That's beautiful. Bye.
We nothings outside they're pushing, shoving.
It's the juxtaposition of the lyrics for me. I'm running home to your sweet nothings. All you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing. I love that. I think that's just genius songwriting yet again. It's just so interesting that she said, all you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing. You don't think of nothing as being sweet. If someone wants nothing from you, you think of it as a negative thing. But in this case, it's a sweet nothing because it's not in that negative way. It's in a positive way. Like they don't have all these expectations and pressures on me like the world does. She's a genius. I mean, genuinely, Taylor Swift is a genius. You don't have to like her music, but you have to appreciate her at the end of the day. I'm sorry. I said what I said.
Everyone's up to something. I find myself running onto your sweet nothings. All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing.
Do you hear the converging melodies and the layered vocal? I'm done. This is just gorgeous. Okay, Taylor Allison Swift. You got me again with that one. That was just beautiful as well. Again, it felt like a love song to Joe, as far as what I could gather. The lyrics on this album, are they not just some of her best work? The imagery that she paints, the storytelling. We all know that Taylor is a storyteller at heart, and that's, for me and a lot of people, the best aspect of her songs. She has a lot going on in her songs that are amazing. The melodies, the vocals, her voice is very calming. Because I grew up with her voice, so it feels like this warm hug when I listen to her music. So she has all these things going on in her songs that I love, but her storytelling at the end of the day is what a lot of us keep coming back for, because she just tells stories like no other, like no freaking other, and this is just no different. And I'm just wowed at her ability to tell stories. Even though I've heard all of her albums, it shouldn't be surprising to me at this point, but it still surprises me. We're on the last track. We've arrived at Mastermind. This was another one, along with Vigilante Shit, that I was the most excited to hear. This was the first track title we got, and I was immediately like, hello Reputation, hello Angry Album. And this is why I love Taylor Swift. I feel like I've never heard a song called Mastermind. I'm sure there exists other songs with that title, but I just think she literally is a genius. She literally is a mastermind. Oh, yeah, I hear it. Okay, I forgot to say, my friend texted me saying that this song sounds like Stranger Things. And yeah, I already hear it. It sounds like the theme song.
Once upon a time, the planets and the fates and all the stars aligned. You and I ended up in the same room.
Invisible String.
Touch of a hand lit the fuse of a chain reaction of counter moves to assess the equation of you.
You know when you hear one lyric and you understand how the song is all going to connect and make sense? That was that lyric. A chain reaction of counter moves. That's one of my favorite lyrics I've heard on this album. Because it sounds like she's going to talk about how her love and her relationship with him is a game. All these counter moves, and then there was a mastermind behind it or something, or she was the mastermind. Oh, that's just the genius.
What if I told you none of it was accidental, and the first night that you saw me nothing was gonna stop me? Just like clockwork, the dominoes cascaded in a line.
The dominoes cascaded in a line, reminding me of Gold Rush. And also I knew about that lyric because of the billboards.
I'm a mastermind.
Yeah, okay. So she's the mastermind. Okay, sorry. She is a mastermind. This is genius.
What if I told you I'm a mastermind?
It's genius.
Now you're mine.
Ooh.
It was all by design.
Is she saying that she plotted her relationship with Joe?
You see, all the wisest women had to do it this way. Be the pawn in every lover's game. I'm the wind in our free-flowing sails, and the liquor in our cocktails. What if I told you none of it was accidental? I wanted your body.
Bye.
No one wanted to play with me as a little kid, so I've been scheming like a criminal ever since to make them love me and make it seem effortless. I'm only cryptic and Machiavellian 'cause I can. So I laid the groundwork and then saw a wide smirk on your face. I'm a mastermind.
Taylor, holy shit, Taylor Allison Swift. Okay. Oh my Lord in heaven. We have now listened to Midnights in its entirety. This was the beacon that delivered me this absolute masterpiece of an album. I have so many things to say and yet so little to say. Let's get into it. This album is a masterpiece. I don't use that word lightly. I also don't just say that because it's a Taylor Swift album. This album genuinely feels like such a masterpiece from start to finish. I really enjoyed the sound of it. I wasn't sure what the sound was going to be, if she was going to get folky at all, if she was going to get country at all, but it felt almost like, you know what I would describe it as? Bedroom pop? That's a term, right? That's how I would describe the sound of it. The lyrics were stunning in every way. Every line of this album was stunning. I think this is easily some of her best songwriting, at least lyrically. I feel like she got more personal, she got more detailed, the story writing, the imagery, it was so poetic. It felt like a poem the entire time. And while that poem had all these different themes and emotions, and Karma was nothing like Sweet Nothing, and Sweet Nothing was nothing like Bejeweled, but it all still felt so poetic. And I'm just truly wowed at the songwriter that Taylor Swift is. Once again, she just wows me time and time again. Time and time and time, and Midnights and time again. It was definitely an interesting experience listening to this album after her most recent albums before this, as far as new releases go, were Folklore and Evermore, and those were very fiction-based albums. Or maybe they were based in reality, but they were not based in her own life, at least for the most part. Take a song like Anti-Hero, that is probably the most personal song she's ever written. There were love songs like Sweet Nothing, I think was a love song. Lavender Haze, I love that song so much. Those were both gorgeous. Then there were the badass ones like Bejeweled, Karma, and Vigilante shit. This album had a lot of different emotions in it, but it all felt so cohesive. Like, this has to be one of her most cohesive albums, and altogether it just flowed so well. It was kind of like more laid back pop. There wasn't a lot of bangers as far as like giant production and just losing it. It was more of that bedroom pop, which is just as cool. It was just crazy. I don't know, this was just a wild experience, and this was so enjoyable. I don't understand how she does it time and time again. This was so fun. This was so fun. I'm glad I didn't cry. Nothing made me cry, so that's good. I do wish Lana Del Rey had been featured more, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm still grateful for this album regardless. In just 1 hour at 3 a.m., she will be announcing something. I don't know what. Also at 8 a.m., the Anti-Hero music video will be dropping. I plan to do a separate video reacting to that. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, I love this so much. I'm back. Yeah, so I stayed up for the 3 a.m. surprise, and surprise, it was a surprise. It was a very chaotic surprise, as she said it would be. 7 more songs, ultra deluxe version. So it's Midnights, the 3 a.m. edition, and there are 7 more songs. And yeah, it is 3 a.m. I will be listening to them now. Sleep is for the weak. I don't know how she expects us to watch a music video at 8 a.m. I really don't. I don't know, but okay, so we're gonna listen to The Great War.
My knuckles were bruised like violets. Cursed you as I sleep talked.
Sleep talked. I talk in my sleep, so. Okay, the first line, I immediately thought of Lana Del Rey, which is kind of ironic, because obviously they have that collab.
In my tomb of silence, took the battle underground.
Ooh.
All that blood shed, crimson clover, sweet dream. My hand was the one you reached for, all throughout the Great War.
Oh, I love this. And she said crimson, again with the red, the maroon.
You drew up some good faith treaties, drank my poison all alone.
The verses kind of sound like Florida Kilos by Lana Del Rey.
But diesel is desire, you were playing with fire. And maybe it's the past, screaming from the crypt.
The imagery!
I justified it, all that blood shed, crimson clover, the bombs were close in my hand.
I love this.
It turned into something bigger. Somewhere in the haze, got a sense I'd been betrayed.
Oh!
Hold you down on that icy ground, looked up at me with honor and truth. That was the night I nearly lost you.
Oh! This is a bonus track. This is a bonus track.
We can plant a memory garden.
That's Florida Kilos.
A place of poppy in my hair. It was war, it wasn't fair.
Oh!
Blood shed, crimson clover, the worst was over. I vowed I would always be yours, 'cause we survived the Great War.
I am obsessed with this. Why is this one of my favorite ones? Whew. Oh my gosh. Why was that one of my favorite ones of the entire album? That was just a bop, more imagery focused lyrics. I cannot believe that's a bonus track. That was one of the catchiest ones, I feel like, on the entire album. The lyrics, again, like when she went into the crimson bit, that was my favorite part. I don't even know what to say at this point. The next one, Bigger Than the Whole Sky. Bigger than the whole sky.
No words appear before me in the aftermath.
Oh This is Taylor Swift for you. Instead of saying she was crying, she said salt streams out of my eyes and into my ears. I just can't even process how she writes lyrics. It's insane. It's just insane. Like, she takes a feeling and she perfectly encompasses it, but she writes it in such a poetic way. And it's truly just...
Every single thing I touch becomes sick with sadness.
great.
It's all over now. All goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky. You were more than just a short time.
This is so beautiful.
And I've got a lot to pine about. I'm never gonna meet what could have been, would have been, what should have been, what could have been, would have been you.
I am.
Did some bird flap its wings over in Asia? Every single thing to come has turned into ashes.
Ashes again.
'Cause it's all over, it's not meant to be.
Why are all these songs just perfect?
Could have been, would have been. Could have been.
I'm done. I'm done and done.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky.
I'm
You
obsessed
were
with
more
that.
than just what should have been you.
That was perfection. I don't know what to say at this point. That was absolutely stunning. The vocals, I loved You Were Bigger Than the Whole Sky. When she came in with that melody was just everything. Every song on this album is everything. I'm not sure exactly what she was referring to. I feel like I was kind of lost in the sound. Oh my gosh. Like, one of the most vocally stunning on the album. The next one is Paris. Yay.
Your ex-friend's sister met someone at a club and he kissed her. You hooked up with ages ago, some wannabe Z-lister.
Z-lister?
I'm so in love that I might stop breathing. Drew a map on your bedroom ceiling. No, I didn't see the news.
Again with the maps.
Stumble down pretend alleyways, cheap wine, make believe it's champagne. Like we were in Paris.
I'm obsessed with this. This is another really more upbeat one, kind of like The Great War. And it's just a bop. And I love the flow of it. And again with the imagery, like the imagery, every line on this album is a poetic, beautiful image. I can't wrap my mind around this album.
Privacy sign on the door, and on my page, romance is not dead if you keep it just yours. In the shade, and not the kind that's thrown. I mean the kind under where a tree has grown.
I'm so in love that I might stop breathing.
I'm obsessed with that. I'm
taken by the view.
I'm obsessed with
we
it.
were in Paris. Like we were somewhere else.
Why are all of these such bops? These are more upbeat bops so far for the 3 a.m. tracks. I'm just like, what is going on?
I wanna brainwash you into loving me forever. I wanna
Brainwash.
let the only flashing lights be the tower at midnight.
I can't even comment on one lyric or think something about one lyric before the next lyric comes in that is just next level. I want to brainwash you into loving me forever. Okay. And yes, she's gonna do that. Okay. Obsessed. I mean, that might be one of my favorites on the entire album. I don't know at this point. All of these songs are better than the last. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that song. It was just a bop. More storytelling, more beautiful imagery. There's nothing else to say at this point. High Infidelity. It's giving illicit affairs.
Lock broken, slur spoken, wound open. I didn't know you were keeping count.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna interpretive dance?
High infidelity, put on your records and regret me. I bent the truth too far tonight, dancing around it.
What do these lyrics mean? I love the sound of this one too. I just don't know what the lyrics are referring to.
Do you really want to know where I was April 29th?
Do you really want to talk about timing in times like these?
Good husband, bad omen, dragged my feet right down the aisle.
Bad omen. Wait, what?
There's many different ways that you can kill the one you love.
True.
Lowest way is never loving them enough.
The slowest way is not loving them enough. I'm done.
Do I really have to chart the constellations in his eyes?
That's just, this is just perfection. Yes.
There's many different ways that you can kill the one you love.
The slowest way.
Slur spoken, wound open, game token.
There's only so many ways to say that a song is perfect. That song was perfect. I'm obsessed with the sound of it. I don't know what the lyrics were referring to. It was one of the more abstract sounding ones to me, at least at 3 a.m. I cannot even begin to decipher what she was talking about. But why are these bonus tracks all perfect too? Like, that's what's really getting me right now. The next one is Glitch, and I feel like the last one sounded like a glitch in the production. It was very computer game, computer programming. I don't know why I'm shimmying. Yeah, I am very tired. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but we rally for the 3 a.m. edition. It's coming in the one ear.
We were supposed to be just friends.
I'm ready to bop.
You don't live in my part of town, but maybe I'll see you out some weekend. Depending on what kind of mood and situationship I'm in. And what? I think there's been a glitch. 5 seconds later, I'm fastening myself to you with a stitch. Blood moonlit, it must be counterfeit. I think there's been a glitch.
I think I'm glitching.
Supposed to sweat you out.
Ooh. I think I'm gathering the lyrics to this one. She knows she shouldn't be with this person, but she can't stop attaching herself to him. She's kind of glitching. She knows she shouldn't be with him, but she can't help it. Okay.
Such of glorious happenings of happenstance on someone else's playground.
What was the flow of that verse? I do have to repeat that.
Out. In search of glorious happenings of happenstance on someone else's playground.
Is that not one of the best moments on the entire album? And we're getting it on the deluxe edition. Do you see how iconic and elite this album is? That the deluxe tracks are this good?
The system's breaking down. I think there's been a glitch.
Yeah.
5 seconds later, I'm fastening myself to you with a stitch. Blood moonlit. A slight malfunction, I'd go back to wanting dudes who give nothing. I thought we had no chance, and that's romance.
Oh! I thought we had no chance, and that's romance. The bridges always.
Glitch. 5 seconds later, I'm fastening myself to you with a stitch. I think there's been a glitch.
These bonus tracks are the best thing I've ever heard. I did not expect them to be this level. I feel like with bonus tracks, I'm always hesitant because there's a reason that they're not on the album, but I needed these so much without even realizing how much I needed these. These are all so perfect. That was so cool. It felt kind of glitchy with the production. Like when the chorus came in, it felt like a glitch. And obviously the song was about a glitch. You keep going back to the wrong people and there must be something wrong with you, like a glitch. Genius. She's getting funky on this album.
If you would've blinked, then I would've looked away at the first glance. If you tasted poison, you could've spit me out at the first chance. All I used to do was pray. Would've, could've, should've. I would've stayed on my knees, and I damn sure never would've danced with the devil at 19.
I feel like these bonus tracks are even more abstract. They're more cryptic than the album itself. I feel like I was able to understand most of the meanings behind the songs on the actual standard edition of the album, but these deluxe tracks are hit or miss. But it also could be because it's 3:30 in the morning.
Now that I'm grown, I'm scared of ghosts. Memories feel like weapons, and now that I know,
Memories feel like weapons. It's every line.
if you never touched me, I would've gone along with the righteous.
I love the verses.
Lord, you made me feel important, and then you tried to erase us. You're a crisis of my faith.
What?
Never would've danced with the devil at 19, and the God's honest truth is that the pain was heaven. God rest my soul, I miss who I used to be. The tomb won't close, I regret you all the time. If clarity's in death, then why won't this die? You and I, give me back my girl, that it was mine first.
Again, there's only so many ways that I can say a song is perfect. And well, that one, I wasn't sure at first if it would be a favorite, but it grew on me so much as I listened. And it's one of those songs that I can tell it's gonna grow on me every time I listen to it and probably end up becoming one of my favorites. There were so many parts of it that I loved. I don't even know where to begin. Dance with the Devil, that whole melody. Yeah, I regret you all the time. Just all the melodies in that song were insanity. I mean, her melodies are just perfect. The last bonus track is called Dear Reader. I am wondering if she's gonna like speak to us, like dear reader, dear listener. What is happening? Oh.
Dear reader, if it feels like a trap, you're already in one. Get out your map, pick somewhere and just run.
Maps again. Maps, always maps with her.
If you don't recognize yourself, that means you did it right.
What?
Never take advice from someone who's falling apart.
The low notes that she's hitting on this album are just stunning. I love it when she goes really, really low with her voice. There's something in it. It's very magical.
Never take advice from someone who
And she hits the falsetto.
falling apart.
What?
Bend when you can, snap when you have to.
Bend and snap. Legally Blonde vibes.
Do you read when you aim at the devil? Make sure you don't miss.
What's up with the devil?
Never take advice from someone who's falling apart. So I wander through these nights. I prefer hiding in plain sight.
Did you hear the vocal layering that just happened? That was one of my favorite moments on the entire freaking album. That was insanity, especially in the headphones. I'm sure it hits different. What is... I don't know what these bonus tracks are. I genuinely am floored right now.
Prayers of a cursed man spilling out to you for free. But darling, darling, please, if you knew where I was walking, to a house, not a home, all alone, 'cause nobody's there. No one sees when you lose, when you're playing solitaire.
So, the voice effect is back, but solitaire. She mentioned solitaire, reminding me of Mastermind, this whole kind of game theme that's going on. I love this so much. I love her so much. Oh, what was that? Tell me more. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. My words are gone. Every single one of those bonus tracks took me out, and some of them actually felt stronger than some of the album songs. I don't know. It's hard to even say what my favorites were out of all of those because everyone felt so strong. I want to say would've, could've, should've. The Great War. Well, maybe not The Great War. Bigger Than the Whole. Well, Paris, High Fidelity. Basically all of them. Yeah, it's 3:45 a.m., okay? My brain cells are not firing at the same rate that they were before. But I had to listen to these songs now. And I also wanted to listen to them at 3 a.m. because they're the 3 a.m. bonus tracks. So it felt right to listen to them at 3 a.m. Especially since I'm a night owl. It's like, why not take advantage of it in this situation? I've been filming for 40 minutes. This is my album ranking. What are some of my favorites? Some of my least favorites. Always open to change and evolve over time. And feel free to disagree with me. Thank you guys for watching, for joining me once again. I'm losing it. Kisses, hugs. No, maybe not kisses. Hugs. Okay. I'm done. Bye.